Hey, Sean here from SpeedQBView.com. I don't know why the video's like this right now. I just have not, talked to the camera like this, and I'm feeling like I want to do that. So I'm going to open a package. If I need to do a bunch of solves on this, I'll of course change the camera angle. But, I don't know, something different. However, whenever I do something different, people complain that something's different. Okay. I need to start figuring out what company's doing that. I think a couple of them are, but there might just be one that's actually putting the US or America on all the boxes. Ooh, okay. Two things from QIYi. We've got the Kilominx or Pyraminx or 2x2 Mastomorphix, and we have the Bell V2. Okay. I was getting really into Pyraminx, and then I just stopped trying. So, let's go over a couple things with this of what we know for sure. The original Bell, I really liked. The biggest complaint I think a lot of people had on it was that the magnets were too strong, especially the tips. The tips were very, very, very strong. I think that was the first time in a while that people were really like, is this too strong? Because it kind of is solving itself when you put it part way. They're not very strong right now, but this can all adjust. So the big thing with the Bell V2 is that it can all adjust. Now, the plastic, it's not matte, but it doesn't feel super, super, super glossy. So it's kind of nice. It's not super bubbly. As far as turning, let's see here. Very flexible. Turns very easily. Now, I can average like 6 to 7 seconds. So obviously I'm not a super, super fast Pyraminx solver. I'll do some solves on camera once I turn this. For the tips to adjust those magnet tensions, there's actually just different magnets you can add in or take out. But right here, we actually have 3 settings. Right now it's on the middle, so this could be stronger or weaker. Now it doesn't feel that strong already, so let's see here. Let's adjust this. I've got a screwdriver right here. Clicks right into place very nicely. I'm wondering how this actually adjusts, because I can see the magnet turning a little bit, but it doesn't look like it's changing position. Like it's spinning, but in the same spot. Oh, that's really interesting. So I'll zoom in on this, but the magnet is actually going farther down or up. So it's not changing position, it's just moving height-wise. So now, did I do all of the sides? It feels really nice. It's clicking very easily. Okay, so these are a bit stronger. Not as strong, I think, as the original. It's kind of close. I'm having trouble getting these tips off. So they're not pulling straight up, and I'm having trouble getting the caps off. Okay, so I think this is as strong as it will be for the tips, and it can just make it weaker by taking out some of these magnets. Okay, so I'll just do a kind of a quick solve right here just to see what it's like, give you some thoughts, and then I'll, towards the end of the video, actually have solves in, or I'll just put them in the video right now, because that's probably a better way of doing that. It's much more flexible than the V1, and honestly, I already prefer this one more, just by that flexibility. I've heard, mixed thoughts on this, but personally, I see nothing wrong with this. It's not binding up anywhere. Like, it's corner cutting any direction, really. I mean, anything I have, it's cutting through. So let's see what a solve would be like. It's been, maybe a full year since I've had any full solve. Maybe not that long, but definitely it's been a long time. Let's see here. Oh, okay. So I see one thing. It's so flexible that it's kind of jumbling around a bit. But, okay, and then, what was this algorithm again? Something like this. Nope. Don't remember what that was. Okay. So I'll do some other solves, but just my initial impressions already on this is I much prefer it over the V1 just because it's a little more flexible, seems to be cutting through stuff. The downside is a little loosey-goosey. I'm going to give it that. Not as much as the Moyu one, but if you like something that's much more controlled, this might be harder to manage. However, most people I know who are really fast at Pyraminx like that more flexible design, and they can manipulate it pretty easily and do turns and pushes with just one finger. Okay, so let's look at the 2x2. Couple things about this. It's a matte plastic. It's very heavy. This feels very, very, very heavy. There's no ridges or anything on this. And we have colors on those centerpieces, which to me ruin the whole purpose of having it as a 2x2. If we look at some of these other ones I have right back here, some of them have centerpieces, some do not. I would suggest getting one without a centerpiece. So I know they do have a stickered version of this. If you want one that feels kind of heftier and heavy, this one does have that design. However, the stickered one would just have black for the centers, and there's no sticker in that part. So yeah, performance, meh, nothing special. So I'm gonna definitely recommend this if you want a hefty one that's stickered, but avoid the stickerless if you don't want those center colors. So thank you very much for watching. Leave your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Hit like and subscribe for more content like this in the future. And so step by speedqyyi.com for more news and reviews. So yeah, it's definitely a more flexible design. It's taken a little bit of getting used to. The adjustable magnets are really nice. I think this might be the first Pyraminx to have adjustable magnets. The way they adjust to works really well. I don't think I've seen any puzzle where the magnets adjust the height. They just, you can adjust where the positioning is, but not by height, and it works really well. So I'm wondering if they're going to be implementing this in other 3x3s later on. This doesn't feel like a modified version of the first one. It feels like sort of a new design and something that I like. It seems to be a little more manageable, a little more, it flows a little bit better. My hands would actually get tired using the first one after a while, but something like the Moyu one was a little bit too crazy. So if I had to relate it to something, I would almost say it's most similar to the Yushin one, but with adjustable pieces. Like I said, I'm not a super fast Pyraminx solver, but for my mediocre turning and everything, I like it. And I actually might use this one at competitions if, whenever that happens again, and if I decide to do Pyraminx again. So thank you very much. Like I said, leave your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Hit like, subscribe for more content like this in the future. And as always, stop by speedqyyi.com for more news and reviews.